Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to do a little white knighting for a beleaguered damsel in XCOM, War of the Chosen. I was actually doing some base maintenance between episodes here, so you know what? I was gonna go do a little white knighting for a damsel, but now that I remember it, I'm not sure that the person we were supposed to rescue actually is a damsel. I don't recall. Was this a man or a woman we were supposed to... Sarah Wheeler? Okay, alright. Probably a damsel. But, you know, isn't that okay? I don't remember that the person I'm supposed to rescue was a man or a woman. I didn't remember. But does that even matter anymore? Like, shouldn't a white knight be fully in support of a lady riding to the rescue of a gentleman? I think that's kind of their biz. Like, a equality sort of thing was what they're going for. Honestly, I don't know, because as research for the whole white knight joke, I spent a sum total of 2 minutes looking at our white knighting on Reddit, and came to the realization that I hated everyone on the entire subreddit on both sides of the argument, and decided to go with the joke anyway, because I'm a lazy, lazy man. That's Knight and Perfidious Pete style right there. I'm neither a black knight nor a white knight. What I am, I'm a clear knight. And clear knighting is when you can clearly look at almost any argument, realize that both sides are clearly idiots, and then promptly steer clear of all of them forever. Oh, how much better the world would be if there were more clear knights like me. Really would be nice. Hashtag clear knighting, hashtag clear strong. We are going to have to go clear out this mission, though, and it's going to be, I think, maybe a little more difficult than we're accustomed to, because we can't just go in and blow everything up with explosives. We're trying to rescue somebody from a vehicle, which ordinarily our response to vehicles is if Advent are near them, we blow them to Kingdom Come. That's not going to work on this one, though, because we need the person who's inside it to be alive at the end of the mission. And I feel like exploding it probably has serious long-term negative repercussions in that regard. Who we taking on the mission? Well, the default team here doesn't look too bad. We got Cheech Marin, Sergeant, Corporal Chong, that's good. We got Miley, Destiny, Hope, Cyrus, and Lieutenant Cake Rihanna here. Who else would we like to take? Matthew McConaughey, you have not been on a mission in a long time. We got to get you out of your flat circle and back into a more healthy and focused career path. I don't like all the time you're spending obsessing over a lost little kid in what is apparently a storage locker, watching old videotapes like The King in Yellow. You really need a more healthy outlet for your obsession, Matthew. And I'm going to try and give you that healthy outlet by sending you out to murder. Maybe I have chosen poorly, but nonetheless, that's my choice. And also, we're going to send Soldier Boy out because, I mean, why wouldn't we? Miley, Destiny, Hope, Cyrus, we do need to edit you very slightly, however. Miley is getting a weapon upgrade. Speaking of which, before we do this, make all weapons available, first off. Make utility items available, yes. Make all weapons available, yes. If no one is wielding it, Miley should then have access to... We should have one... No, we have... Yeah, okay, here we go. We have a Temnotic rifle with the hair... That's the only weapon upgrade we've installed is a hair trigger? Really? Why did we do that? I don't know, but we've got a hair trigger, and you know what? An advanced repeater. All we really care about is the repeater, so Miley Cyrus is going to start carrying this weapon, and you know what? Just to make it, like, visible so that we know which one it is, we're going to make the death rifle just bright red, and let's give it a name. We'll just call it the Wrecking Ball. Won't fit. Okay, well, I mean, Rihanna might do it once in a while as well. Who else is likely to carry this? I really want to name it the Wrecking Ball, though. I'm just going to call it the Wrecker. We all know what it means. I want Miley Cyrus to wield the Wrecking Ball, but alas, she cannot. I mean, I guess we could also call it Party in the USA, but I know that's not going to fit either because it's likewise too many characters. And I wanted to nod my head like yeah and shake my hips like yeah. If you could go ahead and demonstrate that maneuver for me, by the way, Miley, I want to know what it looks like when you're shaking your hips like yeah. What does that motion look like? Let's go do Operation Crimson Summer. I don't think Miley can actually shake her hips like yeah. I really don't. I mean, there's a couple different ways you can shake your hips. It's a pretty fluid joint. It's got a wide range of motion, but I've never heard anybody be like, oh yeah, I was out there shaking my hips like yeah. So really, no, that wasn't. Just kind of moving them side to side and front to back a little bit as the joint is prone to do. Rhythmically to music, typically.
Target will be well defended. Be prepared to secure the area and eliminate any hostiles to expedite the rescue.
Well, okay, go ahead and choke on that frame rate a little bit. Also, Soldier Boy, you know, I really applaud your choice of color there. The yellow and orange, making yourself the high visibility Reaper, that's just good generalized safety precaution right there. Somewhere there's like a plant safety officer who's like, this guy gets it. High visibility gear when in a dangerous work environment. This guy, he knows what I'm all about. So we've got to get up to this vehicle, get inside of it, and get whoever is inside of it outside of it, and then get them to the exit zone. This is going to be a mission where we will not be able to remain concealed 100% of the time. So what we would like to do is be able to eradicate... Are those guys buying an explodable truck, though? Like, if they're buying an explodable truck, I'm probably just going to explode it. Well, it only hits the... Actually, it doesn't hit any of them. So there is an explodable truck over there, but it's not going to explode anyone if we explode it.
I will reposition.
Let's position the team and see if maybe we can't get something, maybe a little utility out of that next turn. And if that doesn't work out, if we can't get it to work in our favor, we can always just bomb them with claymores. I at least want to get to the truck before we reveal ourselves. We are at some point on this mission going to be revealed. And it's important to note, turn timer, of course, not counting currently. Or is it? Is this one of the missions where the turn timer still is active even though we're supposed to have an ability that allows us to ignore turn timers? No. Okay, we're actually good here. So, if we... Not that, though. Still not gonna get him, huh? It's disappointing. Soldier, you have 8 damage claymores, correct? Yeah, and they also explode quite large. So, can you flick the jab out here, Soldier? Yeah, you can flick the jab. Alright, here's what we're gonna have you do. Soldier, we're gonna have you toss a claymore right there.
Now we wait.
Oop. Soldier goes long. And Soldier, you could detonate that, right? Yeah. It's only 8 damage, though, and that's not enough to neutralize either of these targets. So what we're going to want to do is get somebody who has probably another claymore. I'm thinking, Cheech, this would be a good job for you. And throw it in the other claymore's detonation area where those two detonation areas overlap. Like so. And then we're just going to go ahead and trigger that. You know, Chong, is Tommy Chong on the mission? Yeah, Tommy Chong, you could use a little EXP. And you can see both of those things from here. I'd like Tommy Chong to get the kills on this, if possible. Thompson, if you would, sir. There we go. Perfectly executed. And no alarm has been raised despite the monstrously huge Titanic explosion that just rocked the street and the fires burning out of control nearby. Nobody's even going to come bother to investigate. They're like, you know, seems like a normal Tuesday to me. It's always happening in this neighborhood. Stuff exploding, catching on fire, buildings burning down, people running around with their hair on fire, punching their own head. Just another day in Compton.
Folks says I am to obey.
All right, flat circle. Let's get you up here. Any enemies around here? Okay, there's got to be somebody guarding this truck, though. At some point, there's got to be some people up around in here. Got to be some people up in here, Matthew McConaughey? No people, actually, just a pigeon. Huh. So, what are the odds a Chosen shows up, then? Basically 100%, Pete. Yeah, I tend to agree. We've had this before where no reinforcements have showed up, and this could also potentially be a mission that, like, reinforcements might be a thing. But we've got, like, no visible enemies, no real resistance. Our pathway to the objective is mostly unobstructed. Tommy, you're the only person who's fired a shot, so let's have you go ahead and reload. My guess is after we open this wagon and our concealment goes away, we're probably going to have a Chosen showing up to come play with us. Which is, you know, is fine. I think things are not necessarily going to end very well for the Chosen when they do show up, but that's... Oh, wait, no, never mind. There's a snake man behind that truck.
There is nowhere to hide.
Yeah, it's actually real bad because those snake men could come step on Miley Cyrus, and we should vastly prefer they not do that.
I'm at your service.
So we're going to need to engineer some kills on these snake men without exploding the truck before we progress. Also, well, you, sir, have just taken position in a terrible, terrible, terrible spot. Alright, so, Cheech, let's whip you around the corner here. So what do we have over here? We have a Spectre and 2 Vipers. Interesting. And while the Spectre and 2 Vipers is interesting, let's go see what Matthew Flat Circle McConaughey can do over here in this gas station.
Polk says I am to obey.
Oh, does Matthew McConaughey not have... He must not have remote start. Okay. Tommy, we'll move you up here. Miley, I know you have remote start. Yeah. So that kills all of those guys. Miley doesn't really need the EXP, though. Is there somebody better we could fuel that? Rihanna could use the EXP. Let's have Rihanna do it.
As you ordered.
We're going to have Rihanna flip over here. And, yeah, Rihanna has spotted the enemy. They're like, hey, Pete, there's some guys over there. And there's about to not be when you detonate this gas pump. Here's the thing, Miley, that actually didn't get their attention at all. I agree with you in that when you thought this will probably get the attention of the authorities or someone, if no one else, like the fire department or maybe the clerk attending this gas station, somebody is going to pay attention to this, and then you know what? Nobody did.
I see everything.
Nope, nobody cared at all. Matthew McConaughey, we're going to see if we can get... You have a smaller Claymore, I believe, and we kind of... This is one of the instances where we could use something a little less girthy. A little smaller in size. They say size matters, and in this case that's true, and specifically it matters in like a, we need not quite as much oomph on this one way. I really want Miley Cyrus in cover in case these guys patrol. You know what, Miley? Just probably stay where you're at, actually. I don't want to get busted here. I was going to say, as soon as I take an action that puts me in... I was going to actually go stand in that tile where that Viper is right now. And I knew as soon as I did that the jig was up. So we want to vaporize all of these people in one deft move. We should like to not explode Cheech Marin when we do that. So, Tommy Chong, how big is your Claymore? You have the little Claymore, and you know how big your Claymore is, Tommy? Your Claymore is just right. It's the Goldilocks of Claymores, and that Claymore is just right. Miley Cyrus's Claymore is a little bit larger, but all we want it to do is be in a region where the other Claymore can detonate it. That'll also blow the doors off that truck. You know what? Let's not do that. Which tile is the Claymore in? This one. Okay, Miley, you need to place your Claymore right here on top of this man.
A deadly trap.
Overlapping Claymores seems like borderline broken good, though. Soldier, if you wouldn't mind, let's kill these people. The Spectre survived, huh? I love that the Spectre's reaction to this is just to stand around and be like, well, seems legit. Nothing out of place here. Everything seems fine. Who wants to kill this man? Well, let's have it be one of our people who is already revealed. I'm thinking this is a great job for Cheech Marin. Cheech, you mind putting the Spectre out of his misery? Thanks. There we go. And hey, loot! An Illyrium core. Why couldn't it have been a superior repeater, though? Well, Matthew McConaughey, I guess we'll just have you come up here and hack the thing, then. Cheech Marin did gain 1 ability point from a flanking shot. Shouldn't we be getting a ton of points from ambush kills? Like, basically, our every kill is an ambush kill. Reduce scanning time for... I mean, why not? Matthew McConaughey is the world's greatest hacker! Alright, P. You know, just one day they sat this hunky, good-looking bastard down in front of a computer, and they're like, Matty Mac, can you penetrate a Department of Justice D base while this very attractive Scandinavian lady gives you a, while she fillets you? And Matthew McConaughey was like, all right. You know I can, Pete. And then, like 30 seconds later, I'm probing around in the human resources archives of the good old Department of Justice, and John Travolta's offering me a job.
The VIP is with me. We're on our way out.
And you're wondering, Pete, was that the plot of a movie you starred in? And I was like, no, man, those events are straight out of real life, Pete. Straight out of real life.
My watch begins.
Why are we not just leaving, though? What am I hoping for here?
My watch begins.
Okay, well, I mean, possibly that.
They bring
Menace
more for
1-5,
our
we're
hunt.
picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
Do we want to stay around and fight these reinforcements, though? I mean, we could, pretty easily. And in fact, yeah, I think we will.
I am the unseen.
We need EXP for our guys. The mission objective is already complete. The beleaguered citizen has already been safely rescued. So I guess I did go full White Knight on that one.
I will reposition.
Or did I? Still feel like I was more of a clear knight. Also, how come Matthew McConaughey hacked the thing, but he's still in stealth, and yet Rihanna got revealed? Matthew McConaughey is so good of a hacker that when he hacked this device, it didn't reveal his position, but instead gave away Rihanna. That's next level gamesmanship right there. Soldier, you reload. Anybody who's missing a bullet, reload. Everybody else overwatch because it takes you out of the unit cycle. Tommy Chong, I'm gonna bring you over here.
I will go.
Miley, we're just gonna step over the wall here. And that's it.
I am on watch. My watch begins.
No one will cross.
These reinforcements are about to get a very explosive welcome. I really would have loved to have forced them to land on top of a proximity mine. That would have been straight up perfect.
We have a patrol moving here.
Yeah, but they can't see anyone, so they're going to be very confused about what they should be doing with their lives. One of them stepped into the back of a truck. The other two have gone over here and are going to get Claymore mined by Miley Cyrus. And that just leaves us with one guy to deal with. So, Miley, if you whip a Claymore over here, you... I mean, it's going to be big enough to hit them both, but you got to get a little closer, which is fine. You can easily do that.
I go where I am needed.
Miley steps up to the plate. Miley throws the old shrapnel Claymore out. Both of those boys are dead and just don't know it yet. And then this man just needs to be shot in the heart like a... Who do we want to have? Soldier? You know what? You take the kills on these guys, actually. See if we can get Soldier a promotion. My boy, Soldier Boy, out there doing work. Cheech. Pop this advanced trooper. Good shot. Are we going to remain stealthed? Cheech Marin is a ghost, though. And then Matthew Flat Circle McConaughey can finish him off. Time is a flat circle. That man's brain is also a flat circle. And we can go now.
Covering ground.
My life is in your hands.
I mean, the job's done. What's left to do? We rescued the thing. We vindictively killed some guys who didn't necessarily need to die. We did catastrophic collateral damage to the nearby environment. Team Reaper is freaking unstoppable.
My life is in your hands. I go where you tell me.
What are you gonna do when sectopods and like? Actually, you know, the unit I'm most concerned about, I think, in the whole playthrough, isn't a sectopod. It's actually chrysalids. I still have no idea how I'm going to successfully deal with the chrysalid swarm. They're gonna be very problematic. Another thing I'm worried about. What about the warlock, Pete? You know, that chosen that when you get so close to him just reveals everyone. This campaign's gonna have some problems because when it boils down to it, our people are not good fighters. Like, if it comes to a protracted gunfight, that's not how we work. This kind of mission, perfectly suited to us. This is what we're good at. Covert ops, massive collateral damage, total deniability. Those are the things we've got going for us. We're the, like, Force Recon of the XCOM world. We're SEAL Team 6. We go in and shoot Osama bin Laden in the dick and drag his corpse out in the street.
The old world. Only together.
We're not the, you know, we're not the guys who ride into the fight White Knight style and say, hey, look at me. I'm here to defend those who are weaker than myself. Or stronger than myself. I don't know, the whole White Knight thing. And I'm going to stop talking about it because it makes me a little uncomfortable. But we're not that guy. We're not the tank who runs in and throws taunts at stuff. We are not a rage warrior from WoW. We're a rogue, man. We're a hunter who's in the back, you know, suddenly executing their rotation for huge DPS. That's what we are. Operation Crimson Summer is well suited for that. But once in a while, you know, it's a good fashioned tank and spank, and you need somebody to go stand in front of Patchwork and get hit in the head with a giant cleaver.
If every mission goes this smoothly, it's only a matter of time before we regain control of the planet.
Pretty much all of our recent missions have gone super smoothly, Bradford. Cheech Marin, look at these AP. The Savant is so good. Kill with the Claymore puts us back in the shadow. That's nice, but we're going to want Silent Killer because it's beyond nice. It's amazing. At some point, we're going to need a squad sight guy. Cheech is actually a super awesome candidate for that. One, because he has a huge number of action points. Like, his ability points pool is going to be fantastic. He also has Shredder and Blood Trail already. We could have Cheech lurking in the back, picking people off. Silent Killer style, sniping from the weeds. If we're going to do that, I think we have to take Needle. And then, you know what? We're going to commit to it. Cheech Marin, he's our sniper. We got a squad sight sniper in Cheech Marin now. Eagle eyes, always deadly, ready with a joke, quick with a quip. The man is great. Tommy Chong, you're going to be a shrapnel boy. Anything else from Chong? No, I mean, let's face it, when it comes to Cheech and Chong, we all know that Cheech was the genius of the duo. Tommy Chong, he's above average, but he's no Cheech Marin. Illyrium Core, I don't want to say liberated, but like obtained. Sarah Wheeler, you know what? We didn't save you. You saved yourself. That's how good we are.
Considering the limited
We also got 78 intel and a bonus scientist, which is going to reduce our overall research time by only 14%, because we're kind of swimming in scientists for as early as it is in the playthrough. We've got a lot of scientists going on. Cheech and Chong can improve their bond. Hell yes, Bo. Did they say improve their bond? I'm pretty sure they meant improve their bong. I mean, they're going to go out and like scrape out and get the resin in there so it's like super concentrated, but they're also redesigning the burner part so that it's got a better airflow, like just a clearer throughput so that you can more efficiently get the THC into you. There's a science behind good bong design, and Cheech and Chong are on the cutting edge. I'm also on the cutting edge of this episode in that I'm probably going to cut it. Nah, you know what? We got a little time here. We can do some scanning. Let's go line up our next mission. Right, we still have a supply drop. We are still in need of supplies. Resistance contacts. I believe that gives us an extra contact. Just stop throwing me all these events that I'm desperate to get. I want the Special Fortress Soldier. Now I want this. I still got this 2 days. I got too many things to scan and not enough time to scan them. But on the plus side, Matthew McConaughey is the world's greatest hacker. I forgot about him going full Hugh Jackman a minute ago. The DOJ D-base has been hacked. Lieutenant Keanu, this is why you know Neo is the one. He goes on a mission alone, gets promoted, and comes back a more profound man. Keanu Reeves actually died on this mission, by the way. He died and was resurrected inside the Matrix, and he has come back. He is Neo no longer. Now he is simply the one.
Commander, after seeing your magnificent forces in battle, a Templar champion seeks to join you and serve the cause.
Yeah, but the thing is he's going to be serving the cause of the Reapers, because Templars is probably a whole different playthrough there, guys.
You up for it, Commander?
So we could hunt the Chosen Assassin. I'm tempted to go ahead and do that. Do we have any promotions? We could recruit another Templar. Why are we getting all these missions to recruit faction soldiers? That's really weird. Gather supplies. Could use them 4 days. What's our reward? +1 health. No. Region income, not super excited about that, especially not for +3 aim. +4 aim for ballistics modeling. Speed of all weapon search research increased by 15%. We're going to be doing so little of that, it's barely a point. This we literally can't do. We could give somebody +5 hack. No, we can't, because we can't increase combat intelligence. We could recruit another, or we could form, we should form a bond, though. Actually, what we should do is hunt the chosen assassin, give somebody +1 mobility. We can do this in 4 days because we spent 30... Yeah, we should do this. So, this has to be Keanu Reeves, huh? Alright, well, before we do that, then let's go promote Keanu. I'm telling you, Keanu is the one. We're gonna send the one. So, Keanu, get promoted. Standard combat intelligence, huh, Keanu? Well, I mean, I don't mean to sound dismissive, but if the shoe fits. Also, you really need remote start, Keanu, so let's get that
The
locked
Reapers
in.
have no interest in leading the world into a new age. Not under my watch, anyway. The aliens...
But it's not under your watch anymore, Volk. I'm in charge of the program
Get
now.
back. It's that simple. What people choose to do with their lives beyond that point is up to them.
So, I guess Volk is also a bit of a gray knight. He's like, I don't want to save the world, Pete. I just want to liberate it. I'm not here to save anybody. I'm an idiot. I'm not qualified to save shit. But what I can do is kill aliens, and that's what I will do. And when they're all dead, then I'm going to leave people to just go to hell in their own way. You know what, Volk? I think I'm developing a newfound respect for you. I'm also developing a newfound respect for the fact that Keanu Reeves is going to go and find out where Ball of Derp lives so that we can go burn her house to the ground. Somebody here can get +1 mobility. Alright, that's not a bad idea. We could send in... Dave Chappelle, you're only a corporal. We could send Soldier out there, get him a little extra foot. You know, let's send Matthew McConaughey on that. There's a pretty significant chance at an ambush here. And while we can't do anything about the ambush, I really do want to negate the risk that a soldier is captured. So instead, let's have... Well, I'd like Matthew McConaughey to get the speed bonus too. It's fine. Do that. And then +1 mobility can go to, I don't know, Woody Hemp Pants Harrelson. That seems fine. You know, I'm worried about an ambush, but why are you worried about an ambush, Pete? The last time you got ambushed, it was just a walk through the park. I mean, literally. It was an industrial park, granted, but all you did was walk from one end to the other of it and killed a few lost on the way, not because you needed to, but because it was funny.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
I have every confidence that they'll get the job done. They really want me to provoke, like, Corey Stormwalker Olsen here, but... Corey, we gotta put him through the indoctrination program first so that he realizes that Templars are the old meta and that he needs to embrace the new hotness and become a Reaper.
Strategic resource located.
Alright, so we picked up our 56 supplies. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna hit these supplies in 1 day. Then we're gonna go finish this. We're gonna get so much scanning done thanks to Matthew McConaughey. Okay, taken care of. There's a supply drop. Excellent. And we have enough for our workshop now, do we not? Actually, isn't the workshop already in... Yeah, why are we so desperate for supplies, Pete? The workshop is already in progress. I don't have a good answer for that question. I really don't. Shielded power coil. This is something that's going to take a huge amount of power. You know what we should do? We should just build resistance comms in here. We are going to need it. It takes a lot of power. Let's just go ahead and get it slotted in there. We can let it start cooking, too. Since we've got the cash for it, now's a good time to invest. It's like Bitcoin, it just cratered, so if you're thinking about investing in a cryptocurrency, not that Perfidious Pete recommends investing in Vapor, but after it just cratered, you know, like now's a good time so you can get in there and then later on you can start hodl away. Special Forces soldier, is that more important than... I would actually rather have +1 contact than a new soldier right now, and at some point, we really, speaking of contact, Pete, gotta go finish that. Right. Alright, well, Cheech and Chong got ambushed. We expected this to happen. That's why we sent in this is why we sent in Keanu and the team here. Lost or known to be present in the area. I'm not worried about this. Again, it's going to be a walk in the park. Probably an industrial park, which seems like a bad place to take a walk. Tend to be a high crime area. I mean, there's going to be like a lot of busted glass and old needles and shit around there. Probably a few barrel fires burning. Then again, maybe it's not bad. Think about it. If it's an industrial park, it's likely to be paved, so it's going to have a smooth walking surface. No chance you stumble and fall. Not going to be a lot of people walking their dogs in an industrial park at night because the dogs step on a bunch of used needles and get syphilis.
You've got no time to waste. Break cover and move.
Nobody likes a syphilitic dog. So it's not going to be crowded either. The abundant barrel fires that the hobos are burning will make sure the area is well lit. Maybe walking in an industrial park is a good idea. Maybe this whole dog park thing or like your classic wooded area, maybe they've been overrated. Maybe industrial park walks are the new meta. let's test this theory. I'm going to check out of this episode and go take a walk at a nearby industrial park. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see whether I'm killed by one of those fire-burning hobos while walking in an industrial park alone late at night, might consider subscribing as well, because if you don't see any more videos, you'll know exactly what happened. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.